Okay, so yes, we are live from the thumbnail and the title. I guess you already know what we're about to discuss, but if you don't, I'm going to give a quick backstory, then we will jump into the voice notes. But yeah, okay, sound check. Our sound is good. So now we're just going to go into the main gist. So yes, we are back with more updates on the Yule Edochie and Judy Austin's saga, or what am I even going to call it? Um, so there are more updates now. Before, as you all know, if you've been following the story, we know that there was a rumor that was actually circulating that Judy Austin was once married with two kids before she got married to actor Yo Adoche. But there were no tangible, receipts that will, to put it that way, that will make us believe that that was true. So a lot of people just took it as mere speculation. But right now, Judy Austin's first husband has surfaced, and he has broken silence. He spoke to Gist Lover. Like we all know, Gist Lover was the first person that broke the story of a Nollywood actor stepping out on his wife and having kids outside before Yul Edochie came and admitted that he is the one Gist Lover is trying to talk about, and admitted that yes, he took a second wife and blah blah blah. So anyways, that being said, we're quickly going to go over to Instagram, to Gist Lovers page, and we're going to pull up the voice notes we're going to hear directly from Judy Austin's first husband as he narrates what happened. If you're coming in, like, share, subscribe, join us. Let's dissect and gist together. That being said, let me quickly pull up the post from Gist Lovers page. Okay, we'll go over to Gist Lover, and I think the video is in two parts, so we will pick it up from there. And first of all, let me get the sound up, and then we are going to. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me get the sound up. Oh, we go. Hold on. All right. Where did I leave that stuff now? I would have used. Okay, so sorry, trying to get the sound up. We're on Gist Lovers page. The video is in two parts, so we'll pull it up and listen to it together. So let me put the mic down so we can hear properly. Okay, so let me pull up the first voice recording. Hold on. Something is not right here. I can't hear. Okay, so let's see if we can actually hear anything now. Still no. Sorry, we're having sound issues and I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. So we'll go back and do it again. So sorry for that. Sometimes it's like that when you're streaming live, you prepare everything, but it just happened. But okay, let's play. Like I said, the voice note is in two parts. So let's play the first part.
Hello, good evening. Please, I am Obas Manuel. Mr. Obas Manuel. I'm calling from Onitsha, precisely, Anambra State. I've been having problem all this while that I have now decided to voice out about my feeling, what I've been passing through since 2011 till date. I'm from Mako is in local government in Enugu State. And I married with one Uchechukwu Moyalo of Umoji, Uwebe village. So we married each other in the year 2007, 3rd November 2007. I did every requirement traditionally about that marriage. So we live very, very happily, very happy home till 2012. But before that 2012, I've been having little domestic problem since the senior sister of Uchichukwu Moyalo, popularly known now as Judy Austin, came into my house every weekend. So she had been bringing a lot of problems within our marital home. But finally, we break up in the year 2012. But the issue is this: I'm not here to gossip. I'm only seeking for help. Because since that marriage started, we have been living in peace. The Judy Olsen, which is Uche Moyalo, started pleading with me that she wanted to further her education. I pay for her WAEC, NECO, JAM, and otherwise. On awaiting results, I sent her to computer school, which she did. After when results came out, we started seeking for admission. And I told her that I don't want her to read regular, that she, as a married woman with 2 kids, that she have to go on part-time every weekend. But she insisted that she must read regular. Then we seek for admission at UNN Soka. I spent 500 and at that time doesn't yield any good results. We moved from there to Esud. I spent 300 and no good results. We went to IMT, 100 and 100 and something thousand, no good results. Finally, she came back that very day with tears, started pleading with me because of all the money I have wasted on her, because she doesn't have a good result on both WAEC, NECO, JAM. So she now agreed with me that she want to read that part-time that I suggested earlier. By that time, Unizik, it's late to enter Unizik that time because we have to go on late entry, which I spent 100 and again before she gained admission of part-time reading. So on her second year, she came back one day, started telling me that she told me that there is one guy she met at Unizik. Did I know Peter Edochie? I say yes, Peter Edochie that art films. He say yes, that she met the son called UL, that the son promised to help her to enter movies, which I did not agree with her. Since that time, we started having problem. She want to be like Omotola Jolade or Genevieve Naji. So I'm in battle of those things I'm saying now. It's happened that I make up my time to meet the parents, and I told them what I'm passing through. That this is not what I expected. When the Uche Moyalo gave me an option that the only thing that make the relationship or the marriage to hold again is either I choose to pay for her house rent at Enugu. I asked her, what are you looking for at Enugu? You are schooling at Unizik. Do you have any job doing at Enugu? The answer is no. But she want to change an environment. Then I moved to their family members to narrate my story to them. After everything, what my father-in-law has then told me that anything your wife say you should do for her to be happy, I should do it. So I told the man that I cannot do this one. Hence, I based in Onitsha and I live very, very comfortable. Why should I pay for her daughter to go and live outside Onitsha and be schooling at the same Anambra State? So that's how my problem started. Before I knew what is going on, we planned to go to my own village to celebrate our Xmas. But coincidentally, we decided not to go again. Then she now pleaded to me that she want to go to their village to celebrate with my two kids. One of them was born, the first one was born April 20th, 2008. My son was born in January 28th, 2010. So since that time, we are doing together. Before that very faithful day, 27th December 2012, she now come from their village with their father and her senior sister, Chidema by name. They come to my house and pack everything belonging. Hello, good evening.
Okay, so that's the first. Okay, so that's the first part. We're going to continue when so it stopped at where he said Judy and his senior sister, they came to his house and packed everything. So we're going to play the second part. After the second part, then I'm going to throw in my own opinion. So let's listen to the second part now.
And pack everything belonging to me and them. Everything. They exhausted the whole flat. Nothing remained. I made away with it. After I came back from where I went and I meet my house empty. I call her on phone. What is going on? Did you came to Mpo? And she said yes. She's the one that did it. What is the problem? She said hi. For the fact that I said that she cannot live at Enugu, so for that I am not interested in the marriage. There is so many people that is interested. I don't even know how beautiful she is or something of that. I took that case to their family member, which I defeated her. Nothing. I have never for a day beat her. I have never for a day shout on her. Nobody in our area knows that I'm facing so many trouble secretly because of how I behave myself. With the time, one of their elderly man try as much as possible to settle our matter, which finally the family disagree with the man. I don't know that they have plans to move on with the Edochie. All they did is they started pushing me. I should come and collect my bride price. I should come and collect my bride price. Like joke. They will go and put it at the welfare. They will go and put it at court. I called them. So I will come and collect my bride price, which I did. That was 2013. I collected my bride price. Then the same 2013, she now go to human rights at Onisha. She go to human rights and invite me, which I went. And after the human rights heard our story, they dismissed her from the court. I defeated her. She started running. Any day we have an appointment here, she will not come. She will send the lawyer. With the time, I didn't say lawyer, I didn't say her. Both of them run away. I now move on my own to welfare, Ogidi. The welfare people invited her 7 good times. They did not show up. Till the day the welfare decided to go with me to their village. We went there and they fought us. They started fighting us here and there. We moved away and the welfare told me that we should go to police station and bring their police, which we did. Finally, in everything, they told that which is good, that she cannot deny me access to my children, that I will be seeing my children anytime I want them to be with me. It's not enough for me. I went to customary courtroom, which then the very day we about to hear our voice, she come up with the 2 lawyers, and the 2 lawyers started having problem with each other. The magistrate now tell them to go and settle themselves outside. When they sort themselves, that should now come in. With the time, the 2 lawyers cannot be able to sort themselves. Then the magistrate now jump to another matter. After the magistrate give us another date for hearing. It happened that coincidentally that was when the judiciary went on strike that lasted for 8 months. That is how the case was abandoned. But I'll be able to see my children that time, taking them out, chatting with them, playing with them. But it's happened that since all this rumor about Edochie started, she now go to Umoji and took the children away from Umoji. After taking them away from Umoji, I be hearing from them that I have seek to see them so many times. So many times. I'm not dragging those children with her. But where will I come to Enugu and stay so that you will bring them to me so I will see them one on one? She started denying me access to that. Till last year, October, no, November 4th, that I did my funeral ceremony of my mother. I call her. to give me an access to my children so that they will witness what is going on there. She did not show up. But after that rumor started to trade everywhere that Edochie has married a second wife, I have not been able to hear from my children anymore. I don't know whether they are dead or alive. Till date, anytime I call her, she will just tell me, who am I to them? Who am I to them? So that is why I now come out to voice out so that everybody will hear from me. Because all I invested on her, the only profit I have is those children. Denying me access to those children disorganize me so much in everything I'm doing. Anytime I remember it, I being disorganized. And back everything belonging to me and them.
Okay. So that's it. I believe if there are more clips, Gist Lover will post and we will discuss. We will bring them here for you people to also listen. But right now it's on Gist Lover's page on Instagram. And if you want to listen to it, you have to go there also and follow his page. So that way you will be able to keep up, catch up on what is actually going on. That being said, what this man is saying to me does make sense. And he doesn't sound like a lawyer, like I said, like a lawyer, like a liar, like someone that is lying, someone that is just cooking up stories. You get? Why did I say so? It makes sense because when Gist Lover first of all revealed the secret about uh there's a Nollywood person that is kind of eating his cake and having it, and that he was going to release the person's name if the person doesn't come out. And then he posted Yul Edochie's photo, and then Yul Edochie all of a sudden came out and said, "Yes, I have a son, and I have a second wife, and whatnot," with a long write up. And since then, it's been a saga. Yul kind of backing on this thing, trying to always trend with it and making a brouhaha out of this whole story and whatnot. Okay. So if this man is saying that after the rumor came out that Yul Edochie took a second wife, all of a sudden his kids are no longer in Umoji or Umoji where they used to be. Put two and two together by yourself, okay? If you're just sitting down in your home, in a couch, or wherever you are, put two and two together. A lot of people wanted to dig in because when that story came up that Yul Edochie took a second wife, it also a story also came up that the so-called second wife was once married and she has kids with someone else. So people were trying to dig to find out if that story was true. So it just makes sense that people will want to find out where Judy is from, where Judy based, and two and two investigation. If you're good with your investigation, it will not take you time to find out where Judy based, where she's from, where her parents stays, and even find out her siblings and where they stay and all of that. That way you'll be able to find out if truly Judy has kids. And if they can find the children, I know some people would have taken photos of those kids and actually posted them online. Like, this is Judy's kids with her first husband. So Judy moved faster than every other person, let's say than social media, pulling the kids away from where the kids were and hid them. That's one. Two, Judy knows that the internet doesn't really know if they should believe that part of the story because no evidence has been tendered yet. No evidence has been presented yet. So people don't know if truly she was once married. People don't know if truly she has kids before this son that she has with Yul Edochie. So hiding the children will keep that part of the story as a rumor. But this man coming out with all these points, he spent this, he trained her in school, he did this one, he did that one. I don't think somebody will want to come out and lie about stuff like this. And if people will really dig in deep to investigate, this man didn't just come out saying, yes, I trained her in school, but he didn't give name of school. I'm so sorry. I'm both of them are kind of cold. So sorry. My voice is kind of terrible. So sorry. So you will be able to follow, if you listen to this clip, you will be able to follow with the name he mentioned in Unizik, in UNN, and all the other schools he mentioned. People will be able to dig in deep and find out, did this person really apply for admission there, or her name is something. There are people who are doing that set and all of that that might know Judy, and they will be able to corroborate that this story the man is saying is true. Judy did everything she can to hide the fact that she has kids. Because going on Judy's page, do you see kids there? Does she look like someone that have more than one child? She only has photo of she, your, and the small son. And if this man is saying their children were born 2010 or 2008 to 2010, those kids are grown. Why are they not on Judy's page? Why is Judy not, you know, showing them off the way she's showing off this son that she has with you, Edochie? That's one thing, because she wants that part of the story to be rumor. Two, if she will allow the man to come to Enugu where she's based now, which that's the whole genesis of their problem, right? She wanted to live in Enugu, even though she was schooling in Anambra. She wanted to have a house in Enugu and maybe have another one in Anambra. According to the man, he was living comfortably in Anambra, and your university, your school was also in Anambra. You going to Enugu to live was for what? No, you wanted to be an actress. And now, if this man is saying that she came back from school one day and asked him if he knows Pete Edochie, of course everybody knows that Pete Edochie. He's been in Nollywood even before Nollywood got the name Nollywood. The man has been acting for so many years. He's respected. Everybody know him, from township to village to people living inside the forest. As far as you have television and you watch, you know who Pete Edochie is. So Yul Edochie, I've said it from the beginning, Yul Edochie has been banking on this, his father's name, his father's glory, and everything, just to, come on, I'm the son of Sapet Edochie. I guess he's chief now. I believe he's chief in his community. So let me use the word chief. I'm the son of Chief Pete Edochie, or I'm the son of Sir Chief Pete Edochie. So people give him that respect, and whatever he asks, he will get. It was easy for him to also get into the industry. You know how many people that wants to get into Nollywood industry and they don't get the chance to even get there. It's all about who knows who know what. So it's easy for Sapete Edochie to push, you know, make space for Yul Edochie and his other son. What's the name of his other son too, that used to act? He still does now. I've seen him in some recent movies. But now you knew that people will always respect him and easily fall for him. And because Judy, I do believe that when this man said Judy wanted to be famous, even if it was not like the two actresses that the man mentioned, I know that Judy wanted to be famous, and I know that a lot of people from Nigerians love the actress Genevieve Naji. So I really do believe that Judy wanted to act and be on screen like Genevieve, that is also an Igbo girl, like her, the same language, the same tribe, the same culture. So she really wanted to also be out there. So she knew that maybe being in Enugu, she will be able to get quickly to be around people that are acting and all of that, and she being in Anambra. So hence she wanted a house there. Who knows if she and you, they've already been eyeing each other from university. So there's many levels. This, the depth of the story, it is getting deeper, because now that the man is speaking up, now we have to go back and count, because Yul Edochie and May Edochie, they've been married for 17 years, right? Because I think their daughter is about 18 years old, 17 or 18, their first child. So they've been married for either 17 or 18 years. So that means if we're going to count back, it's been a long time that Yul Edochie and Judy, they've known each other. They've been friends. I'm not saying that they were doing something, because Judy was married already, from what the man is explaining. Judy was already married before she was writing jam and trying to get, WAEC jam and all of that, to get into the university, because that's what the man said, that she wanted to further her education, and he decided to sponsor her on that. So she was already a married woman. But when she came home and told her husband, "Do you know Yul Edochie?" Said, "Yes, Sir Pete Edochie's son." Okay. Do you know Sir Pete Edochie's son? You. So that means they've been friends already. So when she asked her husband to get a home or a house for her, and then The husband felt like, and I do see reasons with the man, if she was in school in Enugu and she was going from Anambra to Enugu to school, and she's asking for an apartment or a place, a house in Enugu, we will all understand. But from the man's explanation, the school she was attending was in Anambra. The man's house was in Anambra. Why are you okay? Why are you not saying, let me get a house closer to my school in Anambra? Why do you need a house in Enugu? And that brings me to the family. This shows from what, even before this man spoke, I said it seemed like Judy's family is a kind of queer kind of family, That's the kind of family that you refer to as a queer kind of family, like people that their ways are not straight. Because how can? Because allegedly, this is what the man is saying, that when he reported to Judy's father said, whatever your wife tells you to do, you should do it. That doesn't make sense. So is the father literally saying, if Judy asks the man to go murder someone, he should do it because his wife said so? You cannot do something just because your partner said so, if the thing doesn't make sense. And from the man's explanation, it doesn't make sense. These are two different states. Why do you want to leave from Anambra to Enugu? What are you doing in Enugu? The answer was nothing. Of which, yes, nothing. So this is obvious that this whole game has been cooking for a very long time, and Judy had her eyes on you, Edochie, because you, Edochie, was Sir Pet Edochie's son. There is nothing anybody's going to tell, because there is nothing special about you, Edochie, if it was not for his father. He lives under his father's glory. Today he calls himself an Odogu. Yul is no Odogu. The respect, the everything came from his father before he started acting and all of that. Now he's, yeah, I am a good actor. I'm this, I'm that. You're a good actor. You're not the best actor in Hollywood. You're not. If they count the 10 best actors, your name will not be there. So all these proposed shoulders and all of that doesn't make any sense. It is sad to see that this is, from the way the man talks, that this man didn't go to school, So it is really sad to see that Judy and Yul Edochie played on this man's intelligence, because both of them were in school, right? And because this man was an illiterate, trying to sponsor his wife to go to school, and this is the result that he gets. Like, this is the reward. From any level you look at it, it is not fair. And I hope that from this man speaking up, people will be able, from his community, even people that are not from his community, if you're a lawyer out there, if you're a human rights activist, whatever, people that are responsible for taking care of matters like this, jump into action and try to help this man. Because it seems like Judy will do everything she can to keep this man away from his children, and that is not right. The man needs to see his children. It's 12:59. Now, this distraction. Sorry. This man needs to see his children. Like he said, he invested money. Now they're no longer married. The parents, her family said, come and take your money, come and take your bride price, or we're going to go drop it in court, or blah, 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 blah. He went to, so the only compensation or whatever the man has are his kids. These are his kids. I don't even care about him sponsoring her or not. That's even a different matter. Something we can discuss on a different day. Okay, the man needs to see his kids. Period. Whether he sponsored you for school or not, those are his kids, his flesh and blood, his DNA. So you cannot keep the kids away from their father just because you think you've met a celebrity that you want to have. The whole marriage is a hot mess. The whole thing is scandalous already. So it can't even get worse than this. What's the worst thing? The worst thing that can happen is you getting pregnant for another woman's husband. That is the worst thing that can happen. The second worst, or should I say the first worst thing that could happen is you ditching your husband for you, Edochie, even though he was the one sponsoring you in school. Okay? The second worst thing is you getting pregnant for another woman's husband, seeing that this woman was with this man when this man had absolutely nothing. They have 4 or 5 kids. I think you, Edochie, and May, 4 or 5 beautiful family. You knew them. You knew them because you always talked about his wife, and you've known him all the way from many years ago. From what your husband is explaining now, you've known him from many years ago. So you're just an evil person. You're just a messy person. You're a hot mess. So that nothing worse than this can happen. Okay, is a rumor came out that you had kids before. Okay, only with your chest. When you decide to play a dirty game, get ready to roll in the mud like a pig. You cannot keep the kids away from the man. I don't care what anybody wants to say. I do not care. Allow the man to see his kids. And I don't even understand what kind of court. It's because this man is not educated. This man should have taken her back to court to get the custody so they can say it. Either the kids are staying 3 days with his parents, 2 days with the other one. Whoever has more money, whoever earns more, maybe they might give birth more. But take this case to court and let them sort it out there. Let them, split the custody between the both of you because that is the right thing to do. If the man can pull out 500,000 in those days to try to put you to school, another 300, another 100, and the man is not doing bad. I guess he's a businessman in Anambra State. Okay? So he has money to take care of his children, pay their school fees and whatnot because he trained you. And you cannot even deny it because the way the man is sounding, he has proofs. Okay? He has evidence that he did these things. Or else he wouldn't even come out to report to the world for Nigerians to hear that opinion and get help. Let the man see his children. And you, Edochie, too, is a very terrible person. A very terrible person. Because there's no way he would tell me that he didn't know that she was married, she had kids and all of that. Why are you people keeping the children away? Because she's your wife now. May is in Lagos doing her thing. So the wife you wanted to marry, you've married, both of you are together. Why don't you face that wife and allow the ex-husband to see the kids? It's really terrible because if somebody do the same to you, are you going to like it? If May prevents you from seeing the children, are you going to like it? She's your wife, so you need to speak to your wife and tell your wife, allow your ex-husband to see the children, allow the children to go spend Christmas with him, allow the children to go spend the holidays if they're not in school with him, allow the children to go spend the weekend with him. What kind of nonsense? Seeing Judy, you just know she's a terrible person. There's nothing anybody has to say. She's just a terrible person. She started by collecting somebody else's husband. Number two, preventing her own ex-husband from this. She wants the whole world and everything to keep it to herself. It's really terrible, and I hope she comes out to speak and say her own truth. So let us hear what she wants to say and what her own explanation, because at this point, it has gotten to the point where Judy needs to sit down and speak her own truth also. So everybody can judge the full story, because y'all has been hinting nonsense from right, left, center, and whatever nonsense you have to say doesn't even matter at this point. But Judy is a very terrible person. She is a terrible person. Let the man see his kids. Just because he's not educated doesn't mean you're going to jump on his head and treat him anyhow. Allow the man to see his kids. That's all. I've been talking. This is like 38 minutes. I don't even want to laugh. I'm kind of fuming. I'm kind of furious because I hate it when people do this. But you see these things happening all the time. For example, FFK did the same thing too. Famik Fani Kayo, they did the same thing too to his wife, the Snow White or whatever that lady was called. Prevented the lady from seeing her kids. What is this that people separate, people get a divorce, and then the next thing you want to weaponize the kids? That's the weapon you want to use to fight against the person. You chose to be with that person. You chose to sleep with that person. You chose to get pregnant with that person. You chose to marry that person. If you find out the person is terrible, okay, but you have kids together. There's nothing you can do about it. Allow the person to see their kids. This that women and men weaponize this children thing, like, yeah, you're not going to see your children. If you leave me, you're not going to see your children. Anybody that does that is a wicked person. That person is very evil. Judy, Austin, Mogalu, or Magomakulu, allow the man to see the children. And her family too is another terrible family. You go and pack all the loads and everything when the man is not even there. And come and take your bride price. Or we're going to drop it in court. Yeah, because you people saw Edochie's son. Enjoy now. Now, this say you get money, Abby. You go clear all of them for I, Abby. For now, I go clear. Enjoy. The way you take it and the way you go take lose at the end of the day. Enjoy now, because tomorrow you is going to marry wife number 3, wife number 4, girlfriend number 5, girlfriend number 6. Is he not an actor? Is he not going to go on set? All those beautiful girls that are always popping up here and there that are ready to mingle. Don't worry. You've pushed me to the side. Another person will come and push you to the side too. let's hope that your own you will be able to hold on to something, because even the movie you're acting, you're not good at it. I don't know anything that you are good at. So enjoy, madam. Allow the man to see his children. That's all. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I see you all popping in and out listening, but nobody said hello, so I wasn't able to talk to say hello to you guys also, because I don't know who's watching me in the background. But anyways, if you watch up to this extent, leave me a comment and let me know what you think concerning the matter so far. If you've been following the story, we have other videos on the channel that we've been talking about this Edochie's matter, so you can watch those ones before you watch this one so you understand fully if you want to follow from the beginning. Thank you so very much. This is me signing out, and I'll see you next time when we have some other gist. See you later. We have enough gist, a lot of gist, okay? See you all later. Bye for now and remain blessed. All right.